Who's here? Welcome. So, what kind of game do you want? Network or home version? At home. Okay, how many players? Okay, then just type in your John Henry and we'll get you on your sad, lonely, pathetic, desperate way. Nicely done. Let's move on. Instructions. Yes or no? What is great, then you're off. See ya.
Choose your alter ego.
Where high culture and pop culture collide.
Welcome to the Kitsch episode, where we'll be exploring all that crap you keep around your house. I guess we could call it the crap episode, but I don't want to confuse anybody. Hey everybody, welcome to You Don't... Oh, it's just you. Are there any questions? Too bad, time to begin. Work that buzzer to choose the amount. The total for this question is $3,750. Get yourself ready for the hypoallergenic Chia Pet. You know how Chia Pets have branched out, so now there's a Chia head and a Chia puppy and a tree and a family, and here's the deal. If you were an idiot, which of these Chia cats would you think was defective because it wasn't growing any hair? Chia Sphinx, Chia Manx, Chia Burmese, or Chia Rex? Go for it! Your Sphinx is basically a hairless cat, so it's not going to grow much hair/greenery. And there'd be you, waiting around for some hair to grow, not going out, not eating, your relationships falling apart before your very eyes, and then you die and your hair wouldn't grow anymore, and that, my friends, is poetry. Pick a value. Let's see how much you can win this time. $4,000. The category? Judas ate at Sizzler. Okay, let's go. Suppose Jesus decided to open a theme restaurant called TGI Gods. Based on events from Jesus' life, which of these would the restaurant not feature? Come on, take it! If you're looking for complimentary manna from heaven, you're going to have to go down the street to PJ Moses. Yep, at Moses' restaurant, it's all-you-can-eat breadsticks from heaven. The bad news is you gotta kill a lamb and smear its blood all over your table, or else the waiter kills your eldest son. Buzz in for the value. The price tag on this one is gonna be $4,500. Here we have fun with radiation. Well, speaking of high culture, how about that George Hamilton and his eternal quest for the perfect tan? Suppose you buy a Where in the World is George Hamilton coloring book. Which of these is an actual Crayola crayon that you could use to approximate George's rich tan? Snazzy Jazzy Sienna, Hunky Funky Hazel, Fuzzy Wuzzy Brown, or Hippy Dippy Chestnut? Yep, Fuzzy Wuzzy Brown is an actual Crayola color. So yeah, sure, you could describe George as brown, probably even wuzzy, but definitely not fuzzy. I mean, hair can't grow with that much radiation. How about a value? Now here's an amount you can sink your teeth into. $10,000. Well, sweet mercy, guess what this is?
It's time for
Licorice test run.
remember, you're going to get more cash if you can solve it quickly. The opening value for this one is 10,000 bucks. So, without getting too caught up in the punctuation, do you think you could tell me what phrase this rhymes with? Smut? Great! Swear. You want it? You got it. Type in the answer and hit return. How could there possibly be more to a 30-minute infomercial? Value time. For this one, I'll give you $27.50 for your enjoyment. Tacky souvenir diseases. Hey, you know those t-shirts that say, my parents went to wherever and all I got was this lousy t-shirt? Oh, man. See if you can finish this one. My parents went to blank and all I got was the lousy Ebola virus. So how about it? Where'd they go? Go on, do it! My close personal friend, the Ebola virus, was first discovered by humans in Zaire back in '76, and lucky for us, it's been popping up here and there ever since.
Welcome back, Mom and Dad. Oh, cool! You brought me back a monkey, too! Oh, look, he's scratching me already. Nice, monkey.
Time to choose a value. Well, I'll be gosh darned. $12.50. Let's take a look at I Want the Tickle Me Chester A. Arthur doll. And now, your question. Suppose you can't find any Garfield window suction joys, so you... Come on, take it! No, and besides, dummy, the James Polk doll is a 12-inch action figure with full presidential pardon grip, not some stupid suction toy. Here's the one the winners pick. Jim Garfield was shot just 4 months into his presidency. So be sure to get yourself one of those hilarious signs that reads, Assassinated President on board. Pick any amount. Okay, well, this question is worth exactly $3,750. Up next, parachute pants plus tuxedo t-shirt equals sex machine. Okay, be honest, who remembers when bolo ties were all the rage? Well, if instead of a bolo tie, you try to tie a plain old bolo around your neck, what? Go on, do it! A bolo is a single-edged machete.
Hey, Dad, will you help me tie this tie?
Why, of course, son. Why, say, that's odd. Get away from there, kitty.
Go ahead and pick an amount. The total amount for this one is going to be $27.50. I'm calling this one Clap On, damn it! See what you can do with this one. Suppose that when you clap to activate your clapper, you instead get the same result sumo wrestlers get when they clap before a match. Go for it! This is going to end in tears. Should have picked this one. Before each match, the wrestlers perform a ceremony in which they clap to wake up the gods.
Hey, honey, turn on the light.
Pick a value. All right, keep an eye on that value, my friend. You're about to take a bite out of a dis or dat. This dis or dat category name is There's a Two-Headed Sucker Born Every Minute. Okay, I'm about to rattle off 7 names, and for each one, you gotta tell me if they are someone from P.T. Barnum's Circus or someone from Howard Stern's show. Hey, I'm ready if you are. Give me 30 seconds on that clock. Let the games begin. The Missing Link, P.T. Barnum or Howard? Elephant Boy. Jojo, the dog. Hank, the angry dwarf. Chang and Aang. Would ye? One more. Commodore Nut. That's all she wrote. 5 right. Solid mediocrity. Let's throw that cash out of your total. Well, there you have it, I guess. Ticket amount. And here's what you can win on this question. $27.50. Well, look what I found. My IROC rocks. Brace yourself. This might sting a little. Suppose you're speeding in your Chevy IROC and you get into an accident. What are the chances that your fuzzy dice will come up as double sixes at the accident site? About 3 in 100, about 10 in 100, about 15 in 100, or about 21 in 100. It's yours if you want it. Well, my bookie tells me there's a 2.78% chance of rolling double sixes. And those are some pretty steep odds. Although if you're driving an IROC, I'm sure you're no stranger to getting lucky in your car, huh? Yeah. Loser. Choose a value. The value for this question is $2,500. For your viewing pleasure, follow the bouncing head. Hey, have you ever seen those dolls with the nodding heads? They just keep nodding their heads up and down. Yes, yes, yes. No matter what happens, they just keep nodding yes. Are you a nodding head doll? Yes. Are you a pickle? Yes. Can I eat you, pickle? Yes. Anyway. Which of these nodding head dolls would answer correctly when asked, were you involved with the Watergate scandal? Come on, take it! No. Hey, if you got a minute, take a look at this. My close personal friend John Dean was Nixon's advisor and resigned during the Watergate scandal. Then again, the doll would say yes if you asked it if you could set it on fire and drop it from an 8-story building. So, you have to take what it says with a grain of salt. Grab that value. This one comes in at $17.50. Here's a little something I call exotic birds that don't crap on your car hood. Okay, free your mind. On which of these shows would you not see local footage of a wild pink flamingo trying to mate with a plastic pink flamingo when Africa's animals attack? Go for it! No, I don't imagine that they have shows like that in Asia. But the mind reels with the comic possibilities. So you don't lose any sleep over it. Flamingos are not indigenous to Australia. I've got to be very careful, mate. If that flamingo kicks me in the nuts, I'm going down like a sack of wet potatoes. Take a value. The reward for this one is $4,250. May I introduce Universal Humor. Okay, now this question is a fill in the blank, so you're going to have to do some typing. I want you to take a look at this alien log recently discovered aboard an abandoned UFO.
This device mimics the audible discharge of gas through the humanoid anus. When sat upon, it makes a loud sound, causing humans to laugh and hold their nose.
It's yours if you want it. The device that mimics the audible discharge of gas, or in human terms, a fart, is the whoopee cushion.
Zorba, will you have a seat at the control console?
Why do you wish me to have a seat at the control console?
Please, just have a seat.
Buzz in for your amount. The value of this question comes to $4,000. Well, what do we have here? His stage name was Stand-Up Bull. Put it in gear, 'cause here we go. When would most likely have been the first time that Sitting Bull tried out the hilarious arrow through the head Go on, do it! Besides being an absolute card, my close personal friend Sitting Bull was one of the leaders of the Sioux.
Good evening, ladies and germs. How about that airline food? Is this an audience or an oil painting?
Time to pick a value. Ready or not, here it comes. You're almost through, but first, the attack. Now you should already know all about this. Let's not waste any more time. Need a clue? Putting the wacky in wacky neighbor. You know, I thought about getting myself a wacky neighbor for this show, but then I thought, nah, that'd be just too hilarious. Nicely done, huh? Let's see what you did to your score. There it is. Congratulations, you learned a lot about yourself today, but as you go through life, don't forget the most important lesson there is to learn about yourself.
You don't know Jack!
Operator Smith, Ted Smith. I repeat, are there any other survivors of the apocalypse?